Hello everyone. In this video I will show the process of whitening deer skulls after they've been simmered in water with Dawn dish soap to remove all oil residue left over from the tissue and hair of the deer. Always remember, simmer the deer skulls, never boil. A rolling boil will cause your skulls to become brittle and fall apart. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow Northern Hoosier Outdoors on Facebook. Thank you all for watching. Hey everybody, I'm back. And it actually ended up being more than a day. So I believe the last time that I was on here it was the 18th. And today is the 23rd. So these guys have been sitting for a little while with that on there. And I'm hoping that because they had so long to sit with it on there that it has finished them, but I'm thinking that this one will be done, but this one I'm not so sure. So we're gonna peel this away and find out. So this is Julie's from this year. That one turned out pretty darn good. I think that's probably as white as I'm gonna get it. This part still has slight yellowing, but I don't think there's much I'm going to be able to do about that. And really, it's not that dark to even be a problem. So, if anything, it gives it a little character. Gives it a little. There's a little definition there in the crest there. So that's fine. We're going to leave that, and I'm going to wash this up, and that one will be ready for final touches for deciding how we're going to mount it. Not completely sure yet. And this is interesting. There's a, I thought that it looked kind of funky the other day. I was looking at this and I noticed that Julie's deer's nose, the one that she got this year, the nose is kind of crooked, the nose bone. So this guy got hurt at some point. I don't know if he ran into a tree or a different buck when they were fighting. If he ended up breaking his nose a little bit. Makes me wonder if it happened when he was young, because there's not a physical break in the tip of the nose, but there's definitely there's some kind of a fracture on the bridge of the nose. So I'll show you that here. So if you look straight on, this curves to the left. Because I've got the pieces in there, and it looked like that. I noticed it looked like that kind of funky the first time that I took a look at it, and now that I'm looking at it more, I'm seeing it even more, that there's a pronounced curve here to the end of the nose. So I'm wondering if he either is just kind of lopsided, or if maybe he got hurt at some point. But this makes me wonder if he did indeed get hurt, because he has some kind of gouge, a break, a fracture of some kind right here, and it's pretty prominent. When I run my finger over it, there's actually like a groove there, right here. So I'm thinking he got injured doing something. Now comes, well, I'll get back to this guy. I'm gonna look at this one real quick. This one is Julie's that was in the barn for I don't know how long, and it doesn't look like it's wanting to lighten up here. This is whitened up, and this, the yellow has kind of I almost need to look back at it. I feel like it's spread a bit. I feel like this extended up, but maybe I'm wrong. It was in the barn and had flesh on it for however long it's been in the barn. Not all over it, but in spots. There was flesh here, there was Actually, this was exposed quite significantly, and this has been weathered. Like, it's pitted. It's got pores in it, and I'm wondering if that's, maybe it's holding dirt. I'm not sure. The bugs did a great job of cleaning this guy out sitting in the barn, because there's no brain tissue left. There's no, there really wasn't much flesh of any kind left aside from the face of this one, so that made it kind of nice. A bit easier to clean up. Now it's interesting, his teeth turned out beautifully white. Julie's other one turned out pretty white with some stainage, and then my other one, my deer, has teeth that are about this color. These are pearly white. So like I said, they've all got, every one of them's got character. They all look different. They all have a different thing going on with them. So I like that. I like that they're different. All right, shake that off. Looks like that's all holding. Now this one did not come apart when I simmered it. The other two, I had to glue these into place, and the nasal pieces. This one held together, and I don't know if that has to do with the fact that it's an older skull and these are fused together from being outside. I don't know. But they held together. They're really sturdy in there. So that's great. I'll leave it that way. Now, like I said, I don't know. This is just so pitted. I almost wonder if that's dirt, or if it's just been weathered so much. I'm really not sure. Can I scratch it off, maybe? I'm gonna try something. We'll see what happens. Never done this, so we're gonna see. I don't think so. I think it's just gonna have to be that way. We are going to remove the plastic. I need to wash that off, and I was just talking to you and didn't realize that I hadn't turned the camera back, so apologize. There you go. This skull. Back to this one. We're going to remove the plastic bag and the tape from around the antlers where they meet the head. So, okay, so that one turned out good. Nothing got on it. Let's see, where is the end of the tape? There it is. Come on. Or not, so I'll just do it this way. I can tell you right now, it's a lot nicer dealing with these after they've been simmered and cleaned and had Dawn dish soap go through them and all that. They smell way better. The smell was not pleasant for the two new ones from this year, the ones with the flesh still on. The ones that Julie and I just got definitely was not a fun odor. It wasn't a horrible smell, but it was not one that you're used to, that's for sure. And with the brain matter in there and everything, it's just kind of a stink, but there we go, look at that. This one turned out very pretty. I am pleased with that. I think Julie will be pleased as well. I'm gonna have to show her. See how we got it went all the way up underneath there. Didn't go over. All the color's still here, but we got all the way up underneath in there, and it looks like it coated pretty darn good. I don't know. I am impressed with it. I like the 40 volume stuff worked pretty well, I believe. I figured since she was my guide and my she had lodging for me. I stayed at her place. She had a room all set up for me and everything, and she fed me. We had good meals, and Julie's a good cook, and we even went out to dinner with my friend Brian and Bryn and Brooke, all Julie's kids, and we had a good time with that too. So this is me repaying Julie for an awesome weekend of hunting and enjoying being with friends that are more like family than friends. So this is going to be a gift back to Julie for the multiple times that she has had me down there to hunt. It's not just this time. There's been other times. Both very nice deer. But big difference in the quality of the color. Finding out that new skulls definitely bleach easier. Old skull, and maybe it's just because this skull was weathered. If it was in a different environment, maybe it would not have the pits like it does here that are darkened, and this I think would have happened no matter what, simply because this had old flesh on it. And I think that the stain is just from the oils in the skin and everything over that amount of time has just stained that part of the nose. So that's my guess. Same with here. There was fur and stuff up around here with some skin attached, so that's probably what that is also. So there's not much I can do about that. But look at what I'm talking about with the nose. Look at how this one here, very straight right there. Now look at this one. Look at how it curves to the left. To you it might look like it's going to the right, but it's a left curve. It's crazy. He got hurt at some point in his life, but I'm pretty sure it would make sense that something hit him and set his nasal cavity off a bit, because there's this dent. In fact, not only is there that dent, but the gap right here, this gap is smaller than this one. This one, by having it pushed the way it looks like this was separated a bit also. So, no idea what happened to him in his life, but definitely something at one point, maybe something that was quite painful that he had to deal with for a while. But those worries are all over. It's all done. So like I said, I'll come up with some ideas and maybe throw some ideas out there to Julie, see what she thinks, and we will go from there. Thanks for tuning in, guys.